Our next task today is called fractions on a number line. So you remember with that equivalent fractions activity, we were at one point we were asked to order those fractions, those equivalent fractions that we worked with in that task. So now we're going to take that ordering and we're going to place it on a number line. And you should have, for this activity, you should have the fractions on a number line task card, which was in your math kit that you received at the beginning of camp. You should also have a dry erase marker. Use one of your sleeves with a piece of paper in it so that you can use the dry erase. Something to erase with, a dry erase, either an old sock, an eraser, an old paper towel, or an old dish rag, something that you can just use to erase your work mat with. And then you're also going to need a number cube. So on this task, the first thing you're going to need to do is draw a 6-inch number line that begins with 0 and ends with 1. So we get to practice a little measurement here. And remember that you're always going to begin at 0. And draw that 6-inch line. So we practice some measuring. Now we're going to label that 0 and 1, the ends of the line. Good. All right, now Caroline's going to roll the number cube. And the 3 tells us how many equal parts we need to divide our 6-inch line into. So remember, we have to divide it into equal parts. So this gets us to thinking about if we have 6 as the whole and we want to divide it into 3 equal parts, what is the value of each part?
2 inches.
2 inches is correct. That's right. So we're going to place a mark on our number line at 2 inches. Then we're going to add 2 more inches and place a mark at 4 inches. And now you can see that your number line is divided into 3 equal parts. Next, we need to label our parts of the whole. So at 0, we have 0 thirds. At the first mark, we have 1 third, 2 thirds, and 1 is equivalent to 3 thirds. So we've labeled the segments as unit fractions, and we've justified our reasoning. And then you'll just continue rolling the dice until you have 5 different number lines. So again, draw another 6-inch line. Roll the dice. Let's try again. Oh, this time we get 6 equal parts. So how many parts? There are 6. If we have 6 inches and 6 equal parts, what's the value of each part?
1 inch.
1 inch. So she's placed 1 and then she's labeling the value of each part on her number line. Now, after you finish creating those 5 number lines, you can use those lines to make those same comparisons that you used your fraction kit for. You know, what do you notice when there are more parts? What happens to the value of each part? It's really important to be accurate in mathematics. You want to make sure that you're getting as close to equal as you can. It's kind of like dividing that Hershey bar with your friends. We want to make sure that everybody gets the same amount. So when we're talking about setting up number lines or dividing shapes or sharing, you know, parts of a group, we want to make sure that we're working towards having equivalency, achieving that. Okay, keep working and having fun.